Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm going to be explaining the prank that we did at my church and how it went terribly downhill. Now I'm also gonna do my makeup because I literally just sat there and made a whole entire almost 30-minute video without me having my makeup done. And I'm thinking about making more because I literally have to be somewhere and I won't be able to make videos a lot, but whatever, it's all good. Anyways, so me and my friend were like, I was texting her and she was having a hard time, and I was like, okay, I get it, I have hard times too. And we were both mad at each other, and then we were like, okay fine, we're gonna do this prank, don't worry about us being mad at each other because that's what happens sometimes. So we were just sitting there, and all of us, and her mom picked me up, and we literally sat in the church parking lot until it was time for us to go inside because she had a knee brace, and then she wrapped her ankle up I'll tell you guys the story, and then my arm was like this. We didn't want to wait the whole entire time, but to be like, oh, at the end, because one of the people there literally one of the people there leaves really early. But so yeah, we got up there and we were the only ones up there until one person came. So I'm gonna call her C because that's her first initial, and I don't know if she wants me to say her name on here, but whatever. Anyways, C walks up and was like, oh my gosh, what happened? So we were like, what are we gonna come up with? What are we gonna come up with? But then I was like, oh, I'm gonna make up this story. So I looked at her and said, well, I fell off the trampoline and hurt my arm, and she was trying to catch me, but her knee got stuck in the trampoline little spring thing, and her ankle twisted as she fell down trying to catch me. And I was like, okay, this is a really, really horrible story to say, but I mean, it worked because every time somebody came in, we tell the exact same story. And so we were just sitting there, and finally M came in, which that's the first letter of my other church people. She came in and she's like, oh my gosh, what happened? We told her the same thing. And C, before everybody came in, C is a girl, C is a woman, M is a woman, and then CH is a boy, so man or whatever. Anyways, C looked at her and was like, okay, let me get a chair for you and a pillow so you can rest your ankle. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's fine, but she did it anyways. And so we were just sitting there and we were like, okay, sorry, I put a lot of powder on, and we were just waiting until more people came in. And we found out some horrible news from somebody at the same time this whole entire prank was going. Somebody's boyfriend that they've been having for a very, very, very long time broke up, cheated on her while at homecoming. And I was like, oh, this was a horrible time to do this prank. But I really wanted to get the prank out because I've been thinking of this prank for a very, very, very long time. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna keep this prank going until we had to go somewhere, like game time or something. And before we got into writing our notes down, that's when we said, oh yeah, this was a whole entire prank. So my arm was wrapped up this whole entire thing, and then up here where my elbow was just hanging out, I was supposed to wear a sling, but I couldn't find my arm sling, which I think that will make them more scared if I did that, but I didn't do that. But they were like, really worried about us. Like, the whole entire story was kind of scary, and everybody was like asking, oh my gosh, what happened, what did you do, what happened, you know. And I was like, yeah, we both jumping on my trampoline. Oh, that's way too much. And I fell off, hurt my arm. She was trying to catch me, you know. And they were like, oh, okay. I hope you guys get better soon. So we both were like, I whispered to her, I was like, raise your hand and say it's break, because I don't want to keep this up. And plus, C was sitting right behind us, so I had to whisper it, and I didn't want to say this. And I was really terrified of saying it right there in front of her, so I was literally leaned over and not do that. But also, my hand was like this the whole time, and my friend was tapping it like this. So I couldn't believe that they couldn't catch onto that. That she was literally tapping my arm, and I was not saying ow, ow, ow. Don't know why I was saying ow. Anyways, I was the one that was moving so much. I was like going up and down, getting food, getting drinks, you know, because I just did not want to sit there forever. So I was like, okay. I looked at CH. Sorry, I almost said his name. My bad. CH, and I was like, she has something to say, and she looked at them, and she was like, this is all right. And everybody looked and was like, and I was like, I started laughing because I thought they would laugh with me, but they didn't. So I was like, oh my gosh, was this a bad idea to do? And then C looks over at her and was like, oh. Started saying something I couldn't really hear because I was literally going straight to my bag to put all the injured stuff in. So, and she was also giving the knee brace to somebody else to try out, and she got yelled at for that, and also this. And so, literally, she started crying because she kept on getting yelled at. And I was like, okay, first off, why are you yelling at her? I literally said that I literally gave the knee brace to this other person to try out, not her. So she started yelling at her, and I was like, oh my gosh, please just stop. And the whole time I was just sitting there zoned out because I was so confused what was going on. C took her to another room while crying. She was like, sorry, crying. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's not your fault. And I was zoning out the whole time, and we had a right nose and all this. And C walks back in and looks at him and was like, she's not coming down. You have to come get her. And I was so close to literally walking in that room and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I was so mad at this one person for doing this, to making her cry because, you know, she was having a rough time. We both got into a small little fight, and I felt like this was going horrible. But thankfully, everything was fine. Thankfully. And I was just sitting there zoned out the whole time. They shut the door when M went in there, and so I was like, okay, this is getting a little bit serious since they literally shut the door. I was like, okay, now it's time for me to zone out more because I have no clue what is going on. And I was also writing down the notes for her page and my page. So I was going back and forth, and I would just be zoning out and be staring at something, and I will not be even paying attention. Hold on, let me get one of my makeup products over here, my eyebrow, it's okay. And I was just zoning out. Finally, she came back in. She was A-okay, thankfully, and we both were texting afterwards, which I'll talk about that in a sec. But she literally came back. My aunt started talking about something, and finally we got a little notebook and some pins, and she came and sat next to me and said, please don't do this prank again. This really scared us. I was like, yeah, I know. I just wanted to get this prank out. I wanted to do it to somebody. I couldn't do it at my school. I could do it here and do it on the whole entire church, but I couldn't really tell every single person in the whole church that it was a prank. So I was like, okay, well, let's do it in the youth group. So we literally just sat there the whole entire time waiting until we got home and we started communicating back and forth about what was going on. And I was like, okay. I just felt really bad for her, and I also was like getting really mad. Oh my gosh, I forgot my mascara. My mascara and my eyeshadow. And so I was texting her, I was like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, yeah, I was going through a really hard time, and I'm sorry for getting mad at you, and all this and that and that. And I was like, it's fine. It's whatever. I have people get mad at me all the time. So I think we FaceTime afterwards, and we were like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't even yell at a kid like that. And I was like, yeah, true. But like, I am very, very sorry that happened. I was not expecting this to go downhill like that. I have to sneeze. Ugh. I was like, I'm sorry, I was not expecting to go downhill like that. And she's like, it's fine. But she was literally, when she walked out of the whole entire church building, she had water in her eyes. Her dad looked at her and was like, I think do you need a hug? And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like asking her what was going on, why were you talking like this? And you know, so I didn't get what she was talking to this one person about, but that's okay, I guess. Oh my gosh, I can't get my hair the way I want it. And so we were like, and she was like, we were both talking horrible about this one person. I know it's not right to do, but like, she literally flat out yelled in front of the whole entire youth group people about what was going on. It made her cry in front of the whole entire people. I mean, well, it was true. There was not many people there, but there were so many people there that they literally saw. Oh, there's hair on it. Oh, it broke. But a lot of people saw her, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was so mad. I thought she was gonna get mad at me, and then we would not be friends, but at least we are still friends. And still to this day, she absolutely hates her. Now, usually for me, I would, when C walks in, I'll be, hey, look who's here. And I literally did not do that. Every time she walks in, I would just be sitting there like. And now what C did was made all of us put our purses and our phones in the back of the room so we wouldn't touch it. I literally looked, I was like, there's some things in my purse I absolutely need. My coloring stuff, my notebook, my Bible, which we're allowed to have all three of those. Well, I can have my notebook and my pen because they'll allow me. But like, what if I'm on my period or something, and you told me to go put it in the bag? Do you want me to show everybody, oh my gosh, look what happened, guys, I got this, I got this. I don't want to show everybody what I'm in. There's some things in my purse that I absolutely need that I just don't want to show anybody. Not like it's bad, it's all good things, but like I don't want to show some people what I have in my purse sometimes. So yeah, that was the story of how the prank got wrong, and still thankfully friends, and yeah. I did explain a little bit in the, what is it? The, organizing my hair stuff chore about it. I'm going to post that one on the, I'm trying to think what day that is. The 25th? The 25th. And this one's going to go on the 19th. Because I was going to post this one on the 18th, but I explained a little bit of it. So, I did explain a little bit of it and there, but it's like the same stuff I said on here. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this prank gone wrong. I didn't mean for it to go wrong. I just wanted it to be a fun little prank, but it went wrong. So, it was my bad. I know I shouldn't have done it, but I was trying to have so much fun. But they made it. That one person did not make it fun for me and my friend. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's video. Love you guys to the moon and back, and I will be having, if you want, comment down below some video ideas you want. We'll do more story times and maybe more pranks in the future, but I don't know yet. Anyways, love you guys to the moon and back. Talk to you guys later. Comment, make sure you like, click subscribe, and comment down below video ideas. Once we hit 250 subscribers, giveaway number 2 is coming. I know it's like 200 more than 50, but let's wrap it up and talk to you guys later. Bye. Mwah.